Okay, Miguel, Shane, voy a repetir mis instrucciones. I will repeat my instructions. Una pelea limpia. Give me a nice clean match. Obedece mis instrucciones durante la pelea. Obey my commands. Protégtate durante el combate todo el tiempo. Protect yourself at all times. Good luck to you.
Miguel Cotto has made a career of breaking his opponent's wills. Sugar Shane Mosley has never had his will broken. Something's got to give.
Awaited the opening bell in the center of the ring. Cotto continued to bounce and warm up in his corner with his back turned to Shane Mosley. Mosley begins with two vicious right-hand shots to Cotto's body, as if to say, I know your medicine, I can give it to you myself. This crowd is pumped up.
Cotto is right now trying to place his punches, taking his time. But normally he's traditionally a not really slow punch starter, but sometimes semi-slow, I would put it that way. But for this fight, he's trying to adjust to the speed of Shane right now. Figure out timing.
Cotto landing his jab. He does a little better with the jab than probably a lot of people will recognize because so much attention is focused on his brilliant body punching. But Mosley, with the longer arms and the quicker hands, is expected to have an advantage in that category tonight. And now Shane begins to fire combinations. Mosley's first two punches, those right hands to the body, seem to me to be purposeful expressions, as if to say, I can punch to the body too.
The punch that I expect to be the most successful for Cotto, Eddie, would probably be what he just landed, the right hand to the head. Because I noticed when Vargas fought Shane was very vulnerable for right hands to the head. He didn't really roll it or either shield it. But right now, Cotto just looks so much stronger. Even though Shane is the one that's coming down from a different weight division, Cotto is coming up from a different division, but Cotto looks physically much stronger.
Absolutely right. When Cotto lands his left hook, as he just did there, it moves Shane Mosley. And he got in the left hook to the body. That's one.
And his speed may not be exactly as much as Shane, but it's very fast, and he has a lot of power on him.
What's encouraging if you're Cotto is that the sight's been in the middle of the ring, which would seem to favor Mosley, but Cotto's landed some good shots.
I think what's bothering Mosley more than Shane is the speed of Cotto. Cotto's speed is a lot faster, I think, than Shane expected.
Cotto getting off a solid combination there. Mosley has had the two opening body shots and a flurry, but most of the damage has been done so far by Cotto. Now Mosley lands a right hand behind a jab, and they go to the ropes for the first time. Cotto, as always, looks very calm as he fires a right hand up and under, then goes back to the jab. Mosley with his mouth open, seeming all ready to look to catch his breath as he lands a chopping right hand and a left hook to the body to punctuate the round.
All you gotta do is relax, you know what you can do. Give me a little grease on your eyebrows.
Listen, your jab, you got a powerful jab. All you gotta do, relax, focus, use that jab. Now you know he's gonna keep throwing punches till you hit him with something good to make him stop. And like Ed used to say, a guy gonna keep doing what he's doing unless you do something to make him stop doing what he's doing.
All right, to the body and relax. We're gonna build upon it. Relax, little by little, we'll beat him. Where's the towel?
CompuBox numbers in round one. Cotto got the better of it. 17 out of 50 compared to 11 of 44 for Mosley. Even more to the point, jabs. Mosley threw 31, was credited with landing only 3. Cotto landed 11 of 33. So if it was going to be a jabbing contest, the initial returns, surprisingly, go to Miguel Cotto.
Well, actually, Shane don't really jab. He just is a little nimble and he just flippers out. And that's what I was saying. He's not really a boxer that much. He just flickers with the left hand and then he explodes with explosion, but he really doesn't have an authoritative jab. The way a lot of the boxers in the past had, that was like Ray Leonard and even Thomas Hearns and Hagler and those guys.
I thought Jack Mosley was right on point between rounds, asking his son, relax, focus. Mosley looked a little tense in the first round.
And now Cotto has landed effective, but he has a authoritative jab, not just a weak wrist flicker.
Timing will destroy speed, and Cotto right now seems to have the superior timing.
Hard right hand across the top by Cotto. Mosley misses short with his right as Miguel backs away.
One thing you can be sure of, if Shane feels that he's falling behind and he's losing the fight, he would start fighting. If it means that he cannot box Cotto from a comfort distance, he will actually start exchanging with him if he has to.
To me, like Shane's right eye is already showing the effects of Cotto's left jab.
And once again, Cotto's left hook moves Mosley a half a step.
For speed with power, Cotto is surprisingly faster than Shane. Shane punches, but it's really more of a weak wrist punch. He doesn't have the power, but Cotto's speed, I think, is bothering Shane. He doesn't do a lot of fancy moving around, but when he does punch, he moves at one speed real smooth, and then he punches at a different speed, and that's what's bothering Shane.
I think there's a tremendous tendency on the part of Miguel Cotto's opponents to underestimate his speed. They look at his body, they look at those heavy bones, they think about his power punching, they don't expect that he can match them in that category.
No, because he moves very smooth, very graceful, nothing real fancy about his footwork, but his punches at a different speed.
Good left hook inside by Shane Mosley, partially blocked though by Miguel Cotto.
Pressure fighters traditionally has started slow. Joe Frazier comes to mind, wouldn't start smoking until a little later in the fight. That's scary when you see the success Cotto's already had early, and we haven't even really seen him start to chase Mosley around.
I believe this fight is just starting to get heated up. It's going to be a good fight, but Shane's going to start fighting. He's not going to let Cotto beat him that easy. Now he's landing that club and right hand that he said he was going to land. And as soon as one guy starts slipping, the other one comes right back.
Absolutely. When Shane landed his right hand, you can see that Cotto felt like he had to fight back immediately.
As I said, Cotto is a bigger puncher, but Shane takes a good shot at him. If anybody gets knocked out early, I figure it's going to be Cotto.
Shane Mosley has found something with his chopping right hand. He's landed 3 solid right crosses in the last minute of the round.
Again, breathe. You saw his right, you see what he has?
Yes.
All right. He's throwing that hook, but soft.
Set it up with the jabs again. Those body shots hurt him. That head shot hurt him. You hit hard, Shane. Just relax, though. Don't be all tight. Relax. Have fun. This is your playground. This is your playground.
Here you see Mosley land a little club and right hand right over the shoulder, which he said that he would land with Cotto, and also he said he would be landing body punches with his left hand, but he did exactly what he said he would do, and I think it definitely got the attention of Cotto. And you're going to see the fight probably continue to go back and forth from this point on.
It appeared that Shane Mosley finally found relaxation in the second half of round 2, and then by CompuBox count, he landed 10 power shots in the last minute of the round. So a sudden and palpable shift in the momentum of the fight early, and now they're fighting on more even terms. Heavy body shot there by Miguel Cotto. Mosley momentarily ties him up. Benji Estevez steps in. Body shot by Mosley with the right hand. Big left jab upstairs by Cotto. And the jab by Mosley.
As in the Zab Judah fight, the most effective punch thus far has been Cotto's left jab.
You know, that goes unnoticed by most people because everybody looks for Cotto's left hook, but his jab is very effective. And this is probably the most that I've saw Shane get hit maybe ever with power punches, even in this short distance where he's been hit with a lot of sword punches to the head. Even though he got hit a lot by Winky, it wasn't that much power punches. But he's got hit a lot with a lot of hard driving jabs.
Big right hand by Mosley. Cotto momentarily stunned, now comes back up with his jab. Hard body shot by Shane Mosley.